but that's fine. You hope on the 17th LE servers will be okay? Man, if you'd have asked me that 2 weeks ago, I'd have said it'll probably be alright. Assuming that the PoE 2 patch went well. Given the state of the PoE 2 patch, and where people are feeling about the game, and the fact I don't believe GGG can make the necessary changes in a short enough time, and nor do I think they should. I think they need to spend a bit more time going back and looking at why there is so much unhappiness in the game. Then I think there could be quite a lot of people coming to play Last Epoch, and that does worry me about the servers. And I hope that EHG are looking at what's going on and thinking about, we might have a bigger influx of players than we originally first thought. What can we do to shore up the servers? So I'm with you. I hope that is the case. I hope that is the case. Let's go this way. Gold! Money! I like money. Oh, I didn't want to come and do you yet. Shit, did I miss the bit that I wanted to do? Oh, well, we're fighting you anyway, it seems. And Puffik with the follow. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate that. I hope I'm worth it. Hope I'm worth it. I do. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Ah! Why does it set my controller buttons? That's the one thing that's frustrating. You're resetting my controller buttons. Stop doing it. There we go. It resets my controller button for some reason. Input keys. Controller. Huh. Yet it's not showing. Where is it? Where's the map change thing? Ah, toggle overlay map. Remove. I don't know why it does it. It seems to redo it for me. Like, I get rid of it and then it redoes it. Right. No, we are going the right way. We are going the right way. Right, so another point into the Juggernaut. Cool. Alright, get the waypoint there. I love the old Thor hammer thing. That's so fun. Right, have we got something? Oh, look at this. We got crit physical health on kills. Nice. It's got flat melee damage. Slightly quicker in terms of base. Oh no, slower base attack rate. But I do like the axe, to be honest. Sword would be best. Yeah, I'm going to go with the sword. I actually prefer the sword the best. I like the faster attack rate when I'm on this at the moment. Not gonna lie, that's what I like about the sword, is the attack speed. See if we can make most of this. Here we go. Just trying to get the most out of my lightning storm. Into the storeroom skill. So we're going to have one more point into the hammer. And we're going to also increase the damage again on that. Am I keeping up with the news about the Last Epoch patch? Have you decided which class you want to start with yet? So, I found Last Epoch about 3 weeks ago, where the drama of the release date of PoE 2 and Last Epoch came up, and I was like, what's this game, Last Epoch? I'm new to ARPGs, but everybody says it's good. Let's try it out. But given that I'm new to ARPGs and I knew nothing about Last Epoch, I decided to try a bunch of classes. So far, I've played a Rogue Marksman with the raining traps. I enjoyed the principle of Rogue Marksman, and a Ranger and Merc is my go-to type of class, but I didn't enjoy the raining traps build, so I need to replay a Marksman with a different build. I played a Mage Sorcerer, didn't enjoy that in terms of the leveling build guide I ran, because I was just out of mana. I managed, with help of Twitch chat afterwards, to rebuild it, and this is the Glacier spam. And we rebuilt it, sorting the mana issues out, and that seemed to work quite well. So that ended up being fun to use, but isn't my most fun class. Then I've tried an Acolyte Lich, super fun. Love the Reaper transformation. Very engaging to play, but definitely not for beginners. The trading of health really means that you need to know when you can trade health, when to change form, because you need to know when the big boss abilities are coming and stuff. So really fun to play, but felt quite complex to play in comparison to the others. Void Knight Sentinel, bearing in mind that I do not normally play melee, right? I in Star Wars: The Old Republic, I'm a sniper. In WoW, I play a warlock. So melee is not my thing. Loved the Void Knight. Super fun. Thought it was amazing. So, hence why we're trying out a Paladin now. So, at the moment, and I am aware that there's going to be some Sentinel changes, I'm going to play a Void Knight. That's my plan. But in terms of the details of the news, no. Only a little bit from knowing that there's gonna be some Sentinel changes. I saw like one Q&A dev video. That's about it. You have to bear in mind, I've only been playing the game 3 weeks, and I've done, what, half of a first monolith. Because I've been more interested in testing out the classes and seeing which classes I'm more drawn to. The other thing I find quite interesting is that I love Max Roll as a website. I think it's great. The only thing that I've kind of found is that the leveling guides in there, in a lot of cases, are almost not for beginners. Oddly enough, you kind of think a leveling build? Surely a leveling guide is for a beginner thing. Yeah, the Mage Sorcerer really stood out as not being a great beginner guide. And the best leveling guide, I think, was the Acolyte Lich and the Void Knight Sentinel. That was really well done. Gosh. And oh my god, I saw item button in the inventory. An inventory that isn't full after taking 4 bloody double-handed weapons. Oh, so good. PoE 2, put this button in immediately. Have something like this immediately. And double the size of the inventory immediately. Please. Please. So good. Then you could say, well, what don't you like about Last Epoch? Like, holy moly, all you can do is say good things. What I don't like about Last Epoch is I don't like the... Hang on, let me just do this. I don't like that zones, like, reset so quick. If that makes sense. Well, I want to be playing Rive, so that's now going to be Rive. Like, I can't go and drop off my gear and come back without the zone immediately resetting. So we are following a build guide, Max Roll Leveling Paladin build guide. In the new update, you'll be able to change your subclass so you can level up with a strong build and respec after the campaign. Okay, I mean, that's cool. I'm kind of... So, I'm not a meta chaser. I don't tend to go for min-max. As long as I can do all the content with a build, that's normally enough for me. I don't need to be able to clear it the fastest or speed run the fastest. And I still have, you know, bearing in mind I play a lot of, like, RPG and stuff like that games, I have a lot of, like, RP in me in that, like, I will pick... If I pick a Paladin build, then I will generally stick with it and like, not roleplay, but in-game, if you like, stick with being a Paladin. And if I decide to do a Void Knight, I would make that a separate character and just start all over again. That's just because of the way I am. And I'm an alcoholic as well. Like, in WoW, I had every single class max level, right? In EVE Online, I had 4 accounts of every single race. One of each race, right? So I could fly all the different ships. So I have major alcoholic issues. You know, I've played every single class in PoE 2 up to the end of Act 1, excluding the Huntress, because I haven't played that yet. Doesn't fit in inventory. No. Okay. That's better. Let's take that to start with. Movement speed. Yes, please. That's all ignite on hit. That's just better. Movement speed. Dodge and physical. Yeah, let's stick with that. Right, okay, then let's portal back. Oh, that bastard sword, though. Let's... nothing to transfer. Yeah, I'm not going to fit it in, am I? Let's get rid of that. That's better. You hate respecking? I don't mind it if it's experimentation. Like, if, I would certainly hate respecking as much in this game, and the reason why is obviously you don't have a passive tree. See, one of the things I do like about PoE 2, right, is there's so much variety there, right? So much that I actually want to be able to respec. No, oh shit, I just sold the wrong fucking sword. Too much talking.
Right.
Oh, fucking... And I'm also a WASD player, so this swapping is confuses the crap out of me. Right. With the amount of variety you've got in PoE 2, I want to play around with the passive tree. I want to respec and everything else. In this game, I kind of feel like once you've made it to the end game, you probably don't want to respec as much. Like maybe within some of the skills, but respecking my mastery, probably not. Whoa. There we go. So, yeah, I mean, I do like the variety you get with PoE 2, the different weapons and weapon skills, and you know, the huge passive tree. I enjoy the build in that, but with that, I want to be able to have lots of builds of viable in the game, which right now I don't get that feeling. I feel like a lot of builds in PoE 2 are just not viable. And that's not min-maxing, that's like just doing the content. Like just getting through the maps, let alone doing the maps in the fastest possible time. So, if you're going to have that amount of variety, you've got to make that amount of variety viable. And with that, I think respecking needs to be... I think respecking needs to be viable. Ow. Next Mortis, I quit. No, I haven't quit PoE 2. No. No. I have. I went in this morning and the servers were garbage, so that's just downright better. Cast speed, throw-in damage. So yeah, the servers were just not good. And I don't want to play another 10-hour stream being disconnected every 5 minutes. I mean, day one, I had 20 disconnects in the first 2 hours. And I stayed on board for 7.5 hours. Because it was day one, but I don't want to do that again. Servers need fixing. They're going to... And with a game like PoE 2 as well, with the dodge rolling and the boss abilities, if you've got any lag or any server issues, it becomes very difficult to play because you'll just get one shot all the time. So PoE 2 quit me. It seems like it. It seems like it. Which is a real shame, given where we got our build with a Merc Tactician. By the end of Act 3 yesterday, or not the end, middle of Act 3 yesterday, man, we were absolutely destroying everything. Glacial Bolt and Artillery Ballista, oh my god. Oh, was that a sword? Was that a good sword? No, it was a dagger. Damn. So yeah. Really feel like we're in a... Oh, no, maybe this way. Maybe that was the right way. I really feel like that was... we got ourselves into a... We're in a good position in PoE 2 to continue to get through to the end of Act 3 and then go into Act 1, 2, 3 Cruel, but... you know, I take it slow. I'm in no rush. It's not how I play. I don't speedrun games. I like to explore. I like to loot everything that I can possibly loot. So... But we're trying out a Paladin next. We're trying out a Paladin now. Or we will be when we can choose our mastery. But yeah, that's the plan. And after this, and before the 17th, I think I'm going to try out a Necromancer. I know a lot of people want me to try out Warlock, but I'm like, I've been looking at the Warlock and I've been looking at the Necromancer. I'm like, I really want to try Necromancer. Okay, passives. I'll take another point in Juggernaut. And we're now going into Arrive. Right, so first thing first, respec, despecialize. Love this system, it's awesome. Right, 2 points into Rive. So 1 point in damage and increased stun chance, and then 1 point in forged weapon chance on kill. And then on this one is going to be lunge. And we're going to put a point into cooldown recovery. And we're going to put a point into max damage, maximum area, and distance benefit. Am I going the wrong way again? I am, aren't I? So yeah, so far, the new season of Last Epoch, we will be going a Void Knight. The question is, can I find a class and mastery that I prefer over the Void Knight? What is it I love about the Void Knight? I love the tankiness. And I love the whole life leeching stuff. I love the void slash, where like jump forward and slash with your weapon for the void damage. That's what I love. I just love the tankiness, but the tankiness through the life leeching and stuff. Just so fun. I actually feel like a really heavily armored Death Knight style. I just get that feeling. You know, if I'm wearing all that armor, I want to feel nails. You know, and a Void Knight gives me that power fantasy. Okay. The Keeper's Camp.
Eterra's blessing.
What's that?
Prayers be with you.
Right, what have we got here? No. Amulet. 15 health. Won't say no to that. Dodge. No. Okay. Cool. Right. Now then.
Everything. What? That and what happened? We have that. You'll stay safe. Stay alive.
Ooh, another passive point. What are we doing now? So I've got my 8 points in Juggernaut. And I'm going to go into Armor Clad. So armor 15 per point and damage taken from nearby enemies -2 per point. We're going to put full 5 points into that next. And that is the plan. We're going to be one tough ass dude. It's going to be interesting because I always think of a paladin as being as like the most survivable. Yet the Void Knight was ridiculously survivable. So it'd be interesting to see how tough the paladin is while still being able to dish out damage. Because the Void Knight seemed to still be able to put out the damage needed as well. And being tough is one thing, but you've got to be able to dish it, right? So that's going to be an interesting test. Ooh. Loot! Give me the gold.